Well, hello my beauties and welcome to my channel. Today 3 looks, 1 palette using the Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division. So if you want to see the looks that I have created, then just keep on watching. So guys, the Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division. My review on this palette went up yesterday. I will put it underneath the cards and there I will, well, tell you what I think about this palette. Today is all about the looks. So yeah, I'm putting this one aside. The look I have today or now is look number 3. So that will be at the end of this video. Don't forget to check out my description box. You know, I list every kind of information always down there. So go check out my description box. Was that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. I hope you have a lot of fun with this palette. Oh, with this palette, yeah, and with the looks that I have created. And yeah, you know, I'm just going to stop talking and let's get into the first look. So the first look with the, what is it called again? The Reloaded Iconic Division of Revolution. Let me zoom you in, like so. What I'm going to do, I haven't primed my eyes yet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually test out the Smashbox concealer as well. So one eye I'm doing my Catrice, the other eye I'm doing my Smashbox. And see if it really makes a difference. Now, let me get rid of the creasing first. So this is the Catrice side. So let me get another little brush to grab some of the Smashbox 24-hour shadow primer. Like so. And let's see if it really makes a difference. Because I don't know. Okay. I'm going to start with this one, which is kind of a grayish tone. I'm going to start with that on a fluffy brush. It has some kick up in the pan. I'm going to place that here. And I'm just dabbing it on because I haven't set the base. Oh, it's a nice pigment. So now I'm just lightly going over the edge, taking a little bit more, making sure it's not patchy on my eye. This is really pretty, it's really soft, it's pretty. Okay, other eye, and again I'm just dabbing it on, I'm just laying down the first color and setting my primer at the same time. Let me see if it is in any way patchy. I don't think so, except that my concealer is creasing, even though I said it. So that's not very good, but okay. Let's go with a smaller brush and let's go into this color. I think that's really pretty. Again, some kick up in the pan. Just tap off your brush. And I'm just going to lay down this in the crease. And what I'm doing is just picking up a little shadow and placing it and then fading it out. Cleaning off the brush and going over the edge. Taking a little bit of the first color, the grayish brown. For my eyes it doesn't appear to be patchy, so that is good. I'm going back into that green again to just bring it up a little bit higher. I like that. Okay, other side. I feel like the Catrice primer actually grabbed onto the shadow better than the Smashbox one, because it seems like I need to build it up more on this side. So I'm actually dipping back into the pan constantly and just slowly build the color and fade it in where I want it. Actually, these shadows are really easy to work with, but I'm still taking my time. The weird thing is that the Smashbox primer, if you look, it seems to be breaking up on my eyelid, which is strange, but maybe it is again my eye and the lighting that I have, and not really the primer, but that's what it looks like for me. Let me take a bigger brush and just go over. Again, it could be my lighting, but I think it's looking better on this eye, so that's kind of weird. Let's deepen it up a little bit, and I know I tend to do these kinds of eye looks, but I just think that they are more flattering to my eye. I'm going to use this one, which is a darker, it's not the darkest green in the palette, but it is a little bit darker, still quite amount of kick up in the pan. I personally don't really mind that, but just so you know. And a little bit in the low crease. These shadows are not as highly pigmented in your face as some others are, but to be honest, I don't really mind that. And I'm kind of rounding it out. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm actually doing this, so I'm not pulling it up, actually keeping it close to, well, my eye socket. I really feel like the Smashbox just doesn't want to grab onto my eyeshadow. And for me, when I look forward, this one is more pigmented than this one. So let me do something else. I'm going to the side a little bit just to check. Yeah, I definitely feel, let me do this and come a little closer, that this side, which has the Catrice primer, is looking better than this side, which has the Smashbox primer. Just so you know. Okay, let's get a crackin' with the rest of the look. Let's do something fun. Let's get another. Can I do that with this brush? Probably. I'm going to take the last green that I took. Actually going to plop it, try to plop it in the inner part of my eye. And again, I know this is not a packing brush, but I think it's working, so that's good. Yes, I'm going to take a small detail brush and I'm going back into that same color and I'm going to deepen it up. I'm also going to crisp up this line here. Other eye. And actually, because of what I did, I need to clean up the side because I need to be a little more rounded now. I'm just wiping it away with my finger. I'm actually creating kind of the rounded shape and I'm going to pull it around my eye in a minute. Like so. Let me get the brush that I used for my concealer and just tap over it. It still has a little bit of product on it. Something like that. Okie dokie. I'm going to take the small detail brush and this color again, the one that I used last. I'm going to bring that down. Oh, my concealer is not looking, it's so creasing. Yes, this is what I want. Now I'm taking that small brush again and then without any product, I'm actually going to kind of pull this, if that makes sense, or fade it out a bit. I'm taking a little bit of that first color that I used, this one. I'm placing that on top or above is a better word, I think. And I'm bringing that around, kind of fading it into the green. And I'm actually going to pull that underneath my eye as well. But I want to keep the shape a bit rounded. So that is why I'm tapping over it again. To get it a bit more rounded. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of the first green I used, this one. Just slightly going to plop that here, because again I want that rounded shape today. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's do this first. Oh, something like that. Okay then. I'm going to, I've cleaned off my detail brush. I'm going to dip in this color just a little bit and just put it a little bit on the outside corner and pull it up just a little. I don't really want a lot of color there, just a tiny bit of depth. Okay, yes. Now, what are we going to do for the center? I think I'm going to try this one, which is a shimmery green. Let's get my sponge tip, because that is what I usually use for shimmery shadows. And let's go in that green. It is a bit crumbly, so I'm actually packing it on my brush, and let's press it on the center. I'm pressing it in with my fingers. I used this color yesterday. I'm trying it with my finger as well. I used this color yesterday in my inner corner and it kind of flaked. So that is why I'm really pressing it in. Let's press it a little bit over the matte green that we have. Oh, pretty. So it's actually going good with the sponge tip. It goes on nicely. You could, if you wanted to, use a glitter glue with this one. Because it is a little bit more glittery than normal shimmer shades. It's not a pressed glitter, but it just has some, I don't know, gold flecks in it or something. So now I'm pressing over it with my finger. And you can see the transfer here. I don't mind it too much, but that is actually what I mean with, oh no, I have glitter everywhere. You know, let's just run with that. Let's get the brush and just fade that a little bit out on the rest of the look. Wasn't going for that, but it's a little bit extra festive. Let's see if I can put that on my lower lash line, but I think I need glitter glue for that. Let me get a tiny bit of glitter glue and a tiny brush, and I'm just using the glitter glue from Revolution. It's the only one I have. And let's do that here. Like so. Okay, let's take that sponge tip again and press it on. Maybe a bit with my finger. And I have fallout with this. But that is actually why I grabbed my glitter glue. I think it's fun. Let me see if I can get rid of the fallout. For inner corner highlight, let's use something else for that, to be honest. I have here the Revolution Pro HD Amplified Kit. I have a green in there, that's this one. I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. That's called Minty Kiss. I think I need to spray it. So let's do that. Okay, let's pull it up a little. I think this is a fun look. So what I'm going to do now is put on some eyeliner and mascara, finish off the rest of my face. So I'm going to do blush and that kind of thing. I'm going to grab my lashes because they're still downstairs. And then I will be right back. So here is the finished look. I like it. I think it's very, very pretty. What I did do, however, was I took this shade on a flat brush and I just plopped it a little bit in my outer corners on top of my lash line. This was the first look using the Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division. Get ready for look number 2. So, look number 2, I am taking this shade right here on a not so big fluffy brush actually. I'm going to place that on my crease. I'm tapping on because I haven't set my base. But it goes on really, really nicely. So that is good. Plop that on the other side. Okay, I'm taking a small brush and let's go into this color. I haven't used that one yet. And I'm going to place that higher. First, I'm laying down the color with actually gentle swiping motions. And then I'm going to buff over the edge. See if I can blend out the green a little. Don't want the green too high, I just want to fade it out a bit. And sometimes it is easier to take another shadow for that. So it looks like that now. I want a little bit of green back. So I'm going to go into the same green that I used, just lightly, tap off on, and then go over the edge with that. And you know what? Before I go further, let me just plop some things to the side and zoom you in, so you can better see what I'm doing. Sorry for that. Oh, something like that. I think that's a bit better. So where was I? Yes, I was working with the green on the edge. Oh, I like that. Let me clean it up a bit. Bring this a little closer so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. It looks like this one is more pigmented than that one, so I'm going to build up the green on this side just a little. I think it's going to be a simple look today. Let me use this one, which is a dark green, on the same brush I used, well, just now. I cleaned it off. I'm going to deepen up this part. Also bring it into the crease, but a little bit lower. It looks like this color is slightly less pigmented, but again, that could be the brush. Because I'm working with fluffy brushes, it's you diffuse the color. So let's do the same on the other side. And I'm cleaning off my brush, and I'm actually going to go over the edge of that green, only on the top, to diffuse it a little bit into the other color, like so. So I'm taking my small detail brush, make sure it's clean. I'm going to go into the same dark green color, and I'm just really, and now you can, I hope you can see the difference that the style of brush makes. I'm just going to darken it up a little bit here, and that's it. Like so. Okay, let's take this brush. This is an angled brush, but maybe I can be a little bit more precise, and you know, let's see if this one will show up. It is very, very light. I'm going to stamp that on my mobile lid. That's actually, it is showing up, so that's nice. And I'm taking it all the way in. Do I have fallout? Not really, so that's good. I'm also going to bring it up here. I think that's actually quite pretty. Let me take the lightest shade, that's that one, and plop that here in the corner. I know this is a duochrome and it has a pinky shift to it. I just don't know if it will show up. Not really. Let me get my sponge tip, because the new one that I have is a bit more pointed. That is a little bit better, but I think that this shade is more for topper than a highlight on itself. So you know what, let's just bring it a little bit further in. I don't think you can see it. Maybe a little bit. I can see it a bit. Okay. But I do have to say, I am really swirling my sponge tip in there to get pigment out. just so you know. Okay, let's do the bottom lashes. Let's get a pencil brush. Let's take this gorgeous orange. It's a bit of a mustardy orange. It's a really unique color. A lot of kick up in the pan, and let's bring that down. And feather it up a bit into the green. I don't have anything extra on my brush. That's nice. And what I can also do is take a little bit of that orange and plop it here. You could also use your finger for that. Because if you use your finger for that, you get the idea of a sponge tip, and you can use matte shades with a sponge tip. Back in the day, the only thing we had was sponge tip. I'm just going to feather this out a little. I think that's pretty. Okay, let me get another brush. Where's my flat one? And let's get the green, this green, on my flat brush. Now let's plop that here, close to the lash line. Actually more, a little bit on top of the lash line, to be honest. And let's take that all the way in. Yes. Take this one, I smoke it out. And please ignore the way that my under eyes are looking. I think this is it almost. Let's do something that I don't do normally. Let's take that same flat brush into this darkest green, and let's see if I can, I don't know, create eyeliner with it. So I'm pushing it against my lashes real close. And I usually don't do this. I usually just use eyeliner. It's actually kind of pretty, so that's good. I think I am getting fallout now, which is not really weird considering the brush I'm using. That's pretty. Let's also bring this here just in the corner. And then a little bit up. No, not like that. Oh, darn it. Just to line the eye. I think this is really pretty. Yeah, I like this. So I'm going to clean up my under eyes a little bit. Let me see if I can do something like this. Okay, let's plop on some mascara. So I think this is really pretty. This is the look with mascara on. Oh, granted, I don't have any lipstick on yet. I will have to search for one I want to wear. But this is the eye look with just mascara. And I think it's really pretty. So what I'm going to do is, well, pick out a lipstick and put on my falsies, and I will be right back with the finished look. So everything is on, and this is the finished look. For lipstick I used this one in the color Syrup, which is from Revolution, and Soft from Soft as Nails. The lashes are the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. But yeah, this was look number 2. Get ready for the last look. That's better. Okay, the last look. Let me see what we can do. I'm going to start with this dark green color and an angled brush. I'm going to pack it on and see what we can create. I haven't set my base, so we will see if I am able to blend it out. Okay. So I'm just stamping it on where I want it. Could be that it is too high, but we will see. Let's do the other side. And I'm actually, the first time I place it on my eye, I'm kind of trying to follow the line of my bottom lid, if that makes sense. I think it is something like that. Okay, I'm cleaning off my angled brush. Now I'm going to go into the orangey color. Let's plop that here. And again, I am pressing. And look at the color if you press it on of the orange. It's just gorgeous. And I am pressing it on my lid, but to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. I'm not swirling my brush in the pan, I'm actually just pressing it in and then tapping it on my eye. Something like that. Let's get a small brush, that one, cleaning it off, and let's go blend the edges. It's probably going to take me a little while. So let's get another color. Let's get, do I want to, yeah, sure, why not? Let's try this one. Can you see that one? To help blend it out, because it is a very close to my skin tone color. Let's see if that will help. Sometimes that helps. No, so I'm taking a tiny bit of the green on this brush. And as you can see, I'm going backwards and forwards because I don't want it up too high. And if I do it this way, I have more control, if that makes sense. I am trying little circles, just a little. And it is fading out nicely. Tiny bit of the green. And this can take a while. But you can see the difference already between this side and this side. So I think I will leave it at this for now. Cleaning off the brush, going to the other side. As far as I can see, it's not really patchy, but let me get this green, this one. And just help it a little bit on the edge. Just a tiny bit. Let's bring it a little bit in. Like so. I'm cleaning off my brush. And now I'm going to blend out the edge of the orange. Taking a tiny bit of the orange. Tiny bit more of the orange. And let's blend here a little bit. I'm actually using a little bit of the green. So this yellow, it's not green. I'm actually going to plop here in the middle. I'm going backwards and forwards. That's pretty. Okay, other side. I'm actually going to blend with a little bit of the orange on top of the orange. So I'm just actually going over this orange with the orange to get it to the intensity that I want. Just going to blend the green a little bit more to get it a little bit softer. Let's take a little bit of this green, that green, and let's plop that on top of the darker green. You could also do this with brown instead of green. I have to say that this palette lends itself for green. So. Okay, let's take a fluffier brush. It's clean and I'm just going to do this a little bit. I don't know why I feel I need to. I like that. I just don't like the transition here. Actually just going back and forth over that transition here between the two colors. I'm missing something. I'm going to take that dark green, the first one I used, yes, on a small brush, lightly. And I'm actually bringing it over the orange because, I don't know, I feel I missed something. Let's take this color. So I am dipping into this yellow. Oh, maybe I need to do that. Yeah, okay, I have an idea. But let's first place this yellow. Otherwise I'm uneven. And I don't want that. So let's go back into that orangey color. And let's plop that over. That is a little bit better, but not a lot. Actually laying down some of that orange pigment, cleaning off the brush. I think that's a bit better. It is too high, but I will fix that later. Okay, let's fix the up too high part. So just wipe it away with your finger. It's a bit better. Okay, dokie. Let's go into that green again. And the green I'm using is this one. And let's bring it in a little. So I'm actually going to do this. Don't want to bring it in all the way. I actually want to make this curve, I don't know, kind of a curve happening. Because I put the orange on top that way, I kind of want the green to come a little bit in, if that makes sense. Something like that. I think that's fun. Okay, try to do the same on the other side. I think that's fun. It's actually fun. Okay, I want to bring that green down a little. So let me get that one. Just using the tip and bring that green down. Like so. Yes. Let's bring it a little bit on top. Yeah, okay. Now I'm cleaning it off. I'm going into the orange, taking the tip and with orange going over my lash line. With my flat brush, I'm going into that green again, and I'm going to stamp that on my lash line here. I think that's fun. Now, I don't have a dark green eyeliner, which I think is most pretty with a look like this. So what I'm doing, I'm taking this one, which is the, oh no, I can also take an angled brush. So let me take an angled brush. I'm going to go into this color, which is very, very dark. I do think I need to spray it because I'm having fallout. So I sprayed it, and let's plop that as my, what do you call it? Eyeliner. And that's going really, really close. Actually almost on top of my water. Well, it is actually in my waterline, so. Let's do the other eye. And now it is a little bit darker on the bottom than I wanted, but I'm going to fix that. I'm going to smudge out with a different brush, to be honest. So I'm taking a fluffy flat brush. It's garbage day, can you hear? Let's take the sponge tip, and let's use this color to get a little bit of sparkle on my bottom lid. And I'm actually placing it on top of my lash line. This is such a pretty color. Let's also plop that on the mobile lid. I'm not really packing it on because I don't want the orangey color underneath to really change. So I'm actually more using this as a topper. For inner corner highlight, let's get another palette. This is the Revolution Pro HD Amplified Highlighter Palette in the color Glow Getter. Let's see if I can get it open, like so. What color do I want? I have here, I think I'm going to get this one, or maybe this one. One or of those. So let's use that as inner corner. Let me get a brush. So let's start with the darkest of the, well, what I just showed you. It's not really as orangey as I was going for, but that's okay. Let's also take a little bit of that lighter yellow that is next to it. And you know what? Let's also put that here. This is nice. This is nice. Okay, let me plop on some mascara like so. So this is the look with mascara top and bottom. I used 2 coats of mascara today because I felt like it. And of course I have a little bit of mascara fallout that I just made worse. But yeah, this is the look with just mascara on. I like it. I think it's something different. It wasn't really what I was going for, but I think it turned out okay. So what I'm going to do now is plop on some eyelashes, some falsies, a little bit of lipstick, and then I will show you the finished look in just a second. So guys, this is how the look turned out with my lashes and my lipstick. And for lipstick I used the Essence Color Boost Mad About Matte in the color 05 Dangerously Yours. And the lashes are Sosu lashes from Primark in the style London. This was the end of the last look. I like how it turned out. It wasn't really what I was going for in the beginning, but that doesn't matter. Sometimes that just happens. And that's what I get for trying to plan a look. It never works out for me anyway, so let me know down below what your favorite look was. If there are any specific looks that you want me to do with this palette, please let me know and I will happily film one for you guys. Also let me know if you have this palette or maybe any of the other reloaded palettes from Revolution, if you're planning to get them. Is there one of the reloaded series that you say you really need to check that one out? Also let me know down in the comment section below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already to me, just click it. Yeah, do it. You know you want to. I am just so adorable and so sweet and sarcastic and weird and yeah. While you're clicking buttons anyway, why don't you just also hit the bell? Doesn't really seem to be working at the moment, but then you know that you have done everything you possibly can to get notified when I upload my next video, which will be very, very soon. For now, I am signing off. I'm wishing you all a great day, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.